the good guys. Okay, 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 okay. Holy shit. I could like see the women in like the cages. The Road book review by Nathan Lai. I've read, this is like the first chapter book I actually read. I really do not read books at all, so I'm kind of retarded. But this is like the one book that I actually read like all the way. Like I didn't skip, I actually like read all these. And I have to say that I found myself immersed in this world, the world of like apocalyptic nuclear explosion, like nuclear bombs, and like the world is black and like ashy and like fucking everything. Like I just like how the guy describes this is the worst fucking description, but I like how the guy describes the world. It's great. You wake up, you cannot see shit. Like you close your eyes. Okay, I don't even know where I'm even joining. I'm just jumping around for this book, really book review. I found it interesting that the author adds the sun because it's a really smart, genius way of keeping the, like, you know, if you read the book, you just think, why can't the character just kill himself if the world is so horrible? And there's no point in surviving in a world that's like and everything's all blown up and there's fire and there's really nothing to live for. Oh, but he has a son, which is a really smart way to keep the character alive and not in this have like a one page book basically like this. The start, the end, he killed himself. But it doesn't because the guy has a son. So smart, genius way of making the character not die, or maybe it's just because the character the author wanted to talk about his son or something. I don't know. I read the guy's other book, No Country for Old Men, but that's another video. Thingies I found interesting. There was a part where they were crossing the road, or maybe it's something like the far distance, and they see a really scraggly guy, like a slave, basically holding like wagon, and in the back it's like a bunch of women in the back, and it's like three guys with like guns or something. But then I read that and I can like see in my head, I was like, holy shit, I could like see the women in like the cages, and then they like have the fear on their face, and I don't even know where the jumping, but the women, I think what happens in this book, or they are like basically like human cows, like they create human babies or whatever they call it. I want to say feces, but feces means that is not the word for it. What the fuck is the fetus, not feces, fetus. They create the human fetus, and people in this book, well, not everyone, but there's one scene where God's like, what's wrong with you, boy? And then the guy writes in the book that literally a human baby, like insides were turned out, and it like basically eaten alive. And I don't know if the movie had it in that, because I didn't watch the movie, but really graphic, so I don't know if they can actually include that. But this being in the book somehow, and then reading it, and you're just like, what the fuck? Baby got fucked like Mortal Kombat, or like Berserk, like basically like that. Speaking of Berserk, I think, I can't really compare, I don't even know what I was thinking, but Berserk, really different worlds basically. I read a lot of manga, or used to read a lot of manga, but this is like the first actual book, so I don't feel retarded, you know. But I read it maybe like a week. It actually was pretty short, I think. When I was reading the book, each time he always describes the dark gray and the fire, everything turned to ash, like that is like really repeated throughout the whole story. Maybe I couldn't analyze why the author added that, but I think that the constant repetition of the world is gray and it's fire and it's ash, I don't know, maybe the author is like just trying to make you like immerse in the setting, I guess. I'm not an expert in books, so I don't know what the talking about, but this is a book review, and they pull up in the city. Well, I don't know why I said pull up. They go in the city, and the glass of the city is literally melted because of how hot it is. the city melt glass, like, and then the sun pull up. They go in the city and look in the cars, tire melted, look around, bodies just melted, basically like a nuclear explosion. But the book never says it. But nature is basically gone, and maybe there is water, but it's probably not clean water. But gray trees, dead trees, gray sky, and it's not warm, very cold. I feel like it had to be a nuclear explosion, but there's never nothing said about it. The sun is like an interesting character because you think that in this world where it's hard to imagine, but like a nuclear explosion, but not in one city, but like everywhere in the world. Your house gone, basically. Your dog gone. Your mom gone. Your dad gone. Basically, with all that in mind, you would think that, you know, a little boy would probably not be normal, because I mean, your mom dead, and you think that, yeah, you would kind of be like a person, but the kid is like literally normal. He's like, we are the good guys, Dad. The good guys, the good guys, the good guys. Okay. There's always dialogue, and it's always okay. And it always ends with okay. And so the kid is like really normal, and then everyone else is like a murderer, and we're trying to kill each other, and we're trying to rob each other. Oh, there's an old man in the book. The older man is like really like old. He's like, his body is all like getting like hunched over, and then like the dad comes over. He's like, you will not help that. And he's like, no, Dad, you're the good guys. You must help him. And they give him like canned food, and then if even they said, no, we're not helping you again. And then never explained, but probably the old guy dies because he's old. And also they nearly get robbed. Shopping cart gets taken with everything, and then they had to go chase him down. And then the guy's like, come on, please, we're not dude. And the fucking son is like, please, we must give him something. Dad's like, no, like this is how we had to survive, and just like brutally destroys him by killing. No, he doesn't kill him, but just takes back all this stuff and leaves him. And I can see this, like, just leaves him out in like the back of the road, and they keep on walking past. The son tries to look back, and then just like slowly fades away. So, and then I guess the guy was crying or something, but like not like a lot of people around, because it's been a long time since the destruction of the world or something, and whatever. So yeah, I don't know what I was yapping about, but I found this book pretty interesting because it's like the first actual book like I read besides, you know, picture book or manga and pictures. So this is no picture, and I just read it because I have free time now, so I just read. I'm planning on reading Dune. I want to read Dune, have Dune Messiah. I will summon it right here. But this is the second book. I cannot find the first one, so I hopefully can find the first one. And this, man, I saw a YouTube video about some guy talking about the dialogue. It's just like, it goes straight to the point. When I was reading it, I was not thinking about anything about the dialogue. I was just like, oh, they're just talking. But the thing that I keep in my head is they just say, okay. Like a lot of times. I don't know why he says that. Maybe it's just like how the author speaks or something. How he like literally speaks in natural, but I don't know. Pretty much, yeah, I mean, not gruesome book, but like really interesting. Rating on a scale, how to give it a 6 out of 10 on the moist. No, I won't give it a 6. It is out of 10. I feel like I want to say 8, but I feel like that's way too like high for like any literal book, and it's like the only first book that I actually read. So I think I'll give it a 7. Oh, and also speaking, I'm going on a tangent again, but I watched a YouTube video, a guy that talked about this book. He read it originally as high schooler, and then all of a sudden he had a kid and reread it, and he's like, I can see the and then like the dots connecting, basically. But I do not have a child, so I don't know what the I cannot relate to this, you know, so 7 out of 10 basically.